When you talk about the most iconic companies in U.S. industry and agriculture the last century plus, well, Firestone is right there towards the top of the list. And they're continuing to innovate today to help you be more productive on the farm. Now, at the recent Commodity Classic Farm Show, we stopped in to pay the good folks at Firestone a visit.
When we bring our equipment into the shop for our maintenance for spring, we always talk about oil, checking the oil, changing that, setting the planter correctly. Tires are just that afterthought, and we want to make sure that customers are also considering what impact not looking at the tire causes to their operation. If we are able to look at the tires before we go to the field, we can save ourselves some costly downtime. Looking at the downtime calculation from yield loss, we kind of come up with about a $615 per hour loss in yield if we don't proactively find problems with that product. So at Firestone, we developed a 7-step checklist that everyone can use at their farm. It takes 10 to 15 minutes to inspect their tires before the season. This checklist can be found at firestoneag.com, but we've got it here. So first thing, let's check our inflation pressure. Let's use an accurate gauge, make sure that we've got the proper air in the tires. Next, let's inspect the sidewalls, making sure there's no cuts, there's no tears. We're not seeing any fabric. After that, we're going to check the tread area. Make sure that we've got proper skid depth. In dry years, we can have a tire that's at 20% worn out and be fine, but those wetter years, we want that deeper skid. After we check our skid depth, let's inspect the tread area for any stubble damages, any cuts. Again, just like the sidewalls, if we don't see cord, we can run that tire, but if we do see cord, we need to replace that product. After we've inspected the tread area, let's make sure that our contact area is good, and this goes back to having the proper inflation pressure. After we've done that, let's look at that valve stem. Make sure it's not corroded, it's not damaged, and it's not packed with mud. And also, put that valve cap back on there so that we don't cause any air loss in the field. After all that's done, let's check our lug nuts, our bolts, and any hardware that's holding wheel weights on. We don't want to lose a 2,000-pound wheel weight in the field. Following these 7 steps should help us secure a proper farming season. By going to Firestone Ag, you can find the proper inflation pressure by knowing what your rear axle load is, typing in your tire size, and we've got an online calculator that tells you what that minimum inflation pressure is. That minimum inflation pressure allows us to do the least amount of compaction into the soil, but we've got enough air in that tire to carry the load without damaging the product. If you're going through the 7 steps and you find something, or if you've got a question about it, please call your local Firestone certified dealer. They're the ones that can help you with your product. They're the experts, and they can guide you to tell you if yes, you need to get this tire changed, or no, you can get through this planting season and wait until the next year to replace that product. Just encourage everyone to have a safe planting season this year, and if you do have those questions, please talk with that Firestone certified dealer, because again, they're the experts in your area.